round of Formula D Canada up here at the Autodrome Saint-Eustache. This round was with Formula D USA, so there's lots of spectators and stuff, so it's a pretty busy weekend for us. Saint-Eustache is kind of like the House of Drift in Canada. It's kind of like Irwindale Speedway in the US. This is kind of where their other big events happen and stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool environment. Lots of spectators, lots of fans and stuff like that. We got here Wednesday night, and then Thursday practice. We had a pretty good car coming into it. I had an idea of how to set things up from last year. Got things working pretty decent right off the bat. No big issues or nothing. Thursday, Friday was calling for a lot of rain, so we're kind of worried about it because we're supposed to qualify on Friday, and rain drifting is pretty terrible. So we were hoping it wasn't going to rain. Luckily, we got our qualifying in right before it started raining, so we ended up qualifying 11th, which isn't too bad. A lot of the guys this weekend were doing really well, so that wasn't too bad of a position to start the weekend. Coming into Saturday, we had our teammate Tyler Nelson in top 16, which you never want to go against a good driver and a good buddy in top 16, but just kind of how the bracket played out. So coming in the top 16, we had a good friend of ours and Zenith Tires teammate Tyler Nelson, which Tyler's a real good driver, so we knew we were going to have our work cut out for us, but we felt pretty confident going into it. So we ran practice this morning on Saturday, and the car felt pretty good, so going into the battles we're pretty confident, and everything was working perfect. And so we pull up to the line for top 16 and go to do my burnout to warm the tires up, and the car starts misfiring terrible. So we called 5 minutes, but it's kind of hard to diagnose a problem in 5 minutes. So we went back to pit, checked everything and see if there was a loose connection or something like that, and couldn't find nothing. So I just kind of had to go out and go for it. And when you're trying to run on half power against a good driver, it's tough. So we went for it. My chase run was decent, but when you're trying to run half throttle, it's tough. So we laid together a decent chase. He had some mistakes, but it just wasn't enough for us and didn't get the win. But on our lead run, we put down a pretty good lead for only having half power, but it just wasn't enough to get the win. So congrats to Tyler on getting the win and moving on. At least we had to lose to somebody we lost to a teammate, and he got to move on. To have a mechanical failure every once in a while, it's going to happen in racing, especially as hard as we're beating the engine and beating the car. We're thinking it was just a spark issue, so no big fix, but it sucks it happened when it did. But on to the next event, we'll get it fixed and come back out and hopefully get a podium. I'd like to thank everybody that's helping me out this year. Neo Motorsport for all they're doing for me. PRL Motorsports for all the engine help and all that kind of stuff. Zenith Tires, that was really a big game changer for us this year, getting on a stickier tire, to keep up with competition. Brian Crowler and CP Carrillo for the engine parts. My buddy Jimmy at iConcepts for just helping me out when I need a hand for fabrication and that kind of stuff. And drive shaft shop, pretty good on driveline components to keep us from breaking stuff. But my family and my crew, Nick and Jerry for helping me out this round. Appreciate what those guys did for me because I couldn't do it on my own. So, thanks everybody, and see you next round.
What's that? Your fucking bar saved the whole ass, dude. You can't